Heads of state aren't the only dignitaries in Marrakech this week. Multi-award-winning rapper Akon is also there. Despite his international success on the music scene, he's never forgotten his Senegalese roots. Now the superstar is supporting a project that aims to bring electricity to rural areas across Africa using solar energy. He sat down for an exclusive interview with CCTV's Dan Williams.
Actually, Akon Lighting Africa is an initiative that's set to electrify rural areas in Africa. Ultimately, it started, me just as simple as trying to get electricity to my grandmother's house, and her being stubborn and not wanting to move to the city, and trying to extend the grid from the city to those rural areas was almost impossible without spending billions of dollars. So it was a way of just trying to figure out what solution would be necessary to get electricity there. And in the process of that, you start to realize how many people are out there lacking electricity, especially in Africa itself. So we decided to use solar as the main source of energy for those rural areas that we're electrifying. So it's been really, really good. We're like now in 15 countries in Africa.
How difficult was it to get some of the funding, to get some of the governments to allow you to continue with this project?
The challenge really was trying to convince government, honestly, to back the projects in the beginning, because a lot of leaders in Africa are a lot older, and at the time, solar wasn't something that they took seriously. It wasn't until after the big climate issues and things like that where solar became the conversation. And then more than anything, I was coming from an entertainment background, and you're not going to just put hundreds of millions of dollars in the hands of someone that never did energy before. You know what I mean? The way they saw it, but not realizing that we literally had the solution. So we had to really prove ourselves from one country to the next until we were able to escalate into 15 countries.
It's a pretty ambitious project. Just talk us through some of the numbers behind where you are so far.
Well, actually, we're doing really, really well. We're probably impacting over 65 to 70 million people with our projects now. We've installed over 150,000 street lamps throughout Africa. We have, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of home systems that we've implemented throughout all these villages. And this is just what we have on, that we've actually installed so far. It's just a matter of now just completing these contracts to the point, because we're trying to reach 42 countries by the year 2020, which is probably even more ambitious, But the beauty of us is that we staff up using the population. The people are our staff. We train them to maintain the products, to implement the products, install the products. And then within that, it kind of gives us a way to create the jobs for them as well. So it's a great tool as we move. But I think the ambitious aspect of it but the fact that the need is so vast, it allows us to move a lot faster because the need is so great there.